Welcome back, Greg.
And so the only thing hotter than the action you're about to see is the temperature in here from all these goddamn mouth breathers. We are hanging from the rafters with idiots in here, and the temperature is hot, 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 and the action's about to get hotter with these two big badasses about to lock horns.
Like, if you like seeing big meaty men slap meat, this is your primary attraction.
The time is now. I always tell this story when I see Larry D in action. The first time I ever saw him, never heard of him before. I don't think the people in Des Moines, Iowa never heard of him before. I caught him in a huge scramble match. By the time that 12 minutes was up, that man could have been mayor of Des Moines, Iowa. Larry D takes over a crowd like nobody else.
He just has this incredible magnetism that you do not expect until you see him move. Big baseball pitch and he misses. Big boy stare down.
Chase not a small man, and I have been... I was about to sing the praises of Chase Holliday, but he caught a huge shot right there. Big belly flop. The maneuver there.
Just a big old goating.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 would tell me there's a name for that, but I am not talented enough to let you know what that is.
He just boxed his ears.
I believe it would have been labeled...
I'm still looking for a good Diva slap number 6, but that's just me.
I believe it was labeled the Ho Train attack. We're back on track. I'm reeling from that loss, but I'm here.
I understand, it's devastating, but bam! Big hits on the outside.
This is what these two men signed up for. Huge shots coming from all the way down south.
With these men's point of origin, I would say all the way down mid-south. Boom! I think that's going to be as educated as my astute observations did in this match. It's going to be boom.
Chase Holliday straight from your worst nightmare. Larry D
going on a jaunt. Uh-oh, meet in the middle.
A seismic shot.
Somebody called MoDOT. We just had a car crash.
The immovable force meets the immovable force right in the center of Spalding Hall. Big kick there from Larry D. Deceptively.
I say big ups for getting the foot up all the way there. Bam! Chase finally makes a decisive maneuver here, sending Larry into the pole.
I do not envy our official in this contest. He is desperately trying to get them back in the ring.
You know, it's referee's discretion, but we know that Sean is tight with Gary, so he'll let a lot of shit go.
Outside of two goons coming in and breaking up the match entirely, there's not really a lot of times you see a match thrown out in St. Louis Anarchy. These guys letting it go. I just can't say enough about that 2025 that Chase Holliday had, and a guy that I think everybody underestimated because of his build or because of where he comes from, whatever the reason. Everyone underestimated him. He came in here and punched everyone in the mouth and went over some very top talent here in St. Louis Anarchy, and is looking to spoil the return of one Larry D here tonight to start off his 2026.
He's perhaps not my favorite because speaking of getting punched in the mouth, I got wrapped up in a little bit of that, but I can own what was my part and still say that he's the worst. But an excellent competitor, but God, he's the worst person.
I tell you, maybe this is just my demeanor showing through, but I'd rather somebody tell me they're the worst and do it right to my face rather than tell me they're a good guy and stab me in the back when you're not looking. That's where 90% of that locker room conducts their business. So I have a little bit of respect for the way Chase Holliday operates. He tells you he's a bad guy, tells you he's here to win matches, not to make friends, and he goes out and does it.
You know what, Greg? You've spoken some nonsense before, but you did not speak a lie. A couple of heavyweights headbutting the ever-loving hell out of each other.
Scrambling brains out here tonight. Order up.
I was going to say, that looks like just about a Waffle House omelet right about now. Scattered, smothered, covered.
These two behemoths.
Taking a moment in the chairs, so I don't blame them.
Here.
We got a bar fight. Just a couple of bear paws slapping at each other.
Big bar fight here in the House of the Lord.
It's the house of the Lord every day but the last Friday of the month, brother.
Chase looking for that signature run around.
Off he goes. The people are here for it. Come on, Larry, wake up. Oh!
That'll wake you up, all right. Big chop.
Gonna have to make sure he's still got both nips after that. It looks like he wants to go for another. I'm not sure I would.
Chase hit rate on the second go-around is never quite as good as his first.
Larry's looking a little coherent. Oh!
There he is. Spoiler alert, but Chase Holliday gets a little too cocky and eats a huge forearm from Larry D.
When has that ever happened to Chase?
His confidence is both his strength and his weakness.
It is both justified and an Achilles heel. Getting some business done on the apron is Chase Holliday. Managed to scoop Larry back in.
Love him staying on him there, though. Locks in a hold after the kick out, keeps wearing down on the big man.
Also, got to be said, the amount of effort it does take to get big man back in the ring after you knock him out on the outside. It's no wonder he's not going for some high-flying offense right now. He's going to take a second and keep that wind out for Larry's line so he gets some back in his own.
Absolutely, just grinding Larry down. Extremely smart match from Chase Holliday so far.
Uh-oh. Larry might be out. Oh, no.
Last second. Could it be the last gasp for Larry D as he tries to battle back up to his feet?
He's popping Chase in the midsection. Forearms.
That big lariat.
Ooh. Catches the lariat this time. Pops him, takes out the legs. Boom!
Height on that drop kick, all that man behind it, but Larry's had so much punishment he can't capitalize.
Yeah, if anything, I'm sure there's a cop after that.
Big flurry of offense, and you got to give it to Larry for getting back into it, but now he's got to dig deep and capitalize on this or it's all for naught.
Tell you what, the crowd's rallying, and I'm not sure who they're rallying behind. They've been surprisingly behind Chase today as well.
Larry's been gone for a long time, and like we said, I mean, this crowd really, outside of me, seems to respect talent. And they see the talent in Chase Holliday and all the big wins he stacked up last year.
Larry sends him rolling on out. Chase isn't sure where he is right now.
They get a steam. Big smush, 1, 2. No, big kick out.
Chase will not be smushed, not on this day. But he might get Larry in it.
Made clotheslines, but Chase not wanting to go down. Oh my.
That might have popped his eardrum right there. Whoa!
Big spine buster! 1, 2, no!
That's not something that happens to Larry D often, folks.
We talk about the hubris, we talk about the confidence. I think Chase thought he had it there. He scooped the big man up, drove him down, but he did not hook that leg and really drive in that cover.
Honestly, if I got Larry D up for that, I would have assumed I had it in the bag too. Oh! It's remarkable how effective falling backwards can be as offense. When you're Larry goddamn D. Uh-oh.
Big shot to the head there. Right hand sends him flying. Comes in, slingshot, clothesline. 1, 2, 3. Add another big win to the resume. Chase Holliday keeps stacking bodies high, and it is continuing here as we open the gateway to Anarchy.